Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You're joined today with me, Emma, and my two handsome pugs, Oscar and Henry. We're also joined today with my mum, Sandy. So in today's video, we are exploring North Norfolk. We're here for 48 hours. I've done some extensive research and I'm here to show you guys what is worth visiting on your next trip. So we've just arrived and there's already a poo bin, which is good because Henry has a poo. Look how pretty this is. So we've just got here, we've parked up and there are toilets, which I really appreciate. Look how pretty the toilet building is as well, Mum. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a cafe. Ah, nice. Come on, boys, a drink.
No.
Lots of bowls to choose from. Any of them up to your taste, boys? Oh, look at this view from the cafe. How nice is that? You can just sit here, have a coffee. This bit's sort of half outdoors, but then you can go through here into the indoor bit, which is also dog friendly. Norfolk Coast Path that way. Wells next to the sea, so we need that one behind me. You gonna get a stick, Oski? Where's your stick? Oh, is that the one? Is that the one? Come on, Hens. Go on then.
Oh, mind your brother.
So we're starting our adventure from Holkham. And we're currently walking down to Holkham Beach, so let me show you guys what we're seeing. Oh my goodness! Oscar's got his stick as always. And look at this.
So that part is the marshes.
And that's the beach down there.
Yeah.
How funny. And then behind you you've got all of the pine woods. It's a real mix of terrain. So we've just arrived on Holkham Beach. This is the view. Honestly, how stunning is this? Oscar is in his element. He'd happily stay here for hours just digging away. What are you doing, Oscar? So we made it to the beach. We're currently walking from Holkham to Wells next the sea. We live on an island, but I've actually never seen a beach like this. It's just miles and miles and miles of sand. Like, you can't see anything but sand. Wells next the sea isn't dog friendly, as in the actual beach. So we're just going to walk along as far as we can and then we're going to hook inland and check out the town at Wells. We've made it to the iconic Wells next the sea beach huts, and they go all the way along. It's literally like a doggy paradise here. There's so many dogs, and quite a lot of them are off the lead. Some are on, but a good half of them are off. And look at the backdrop, so pretty. And in true British fashion, it has started raining. Granted, not too badly, so I think we're going to get away with it. But it's a really weird mix of weather. 1 minute I've got my sunglasses down, the next we're getting rained on. Don't know whether we're coming or going, but it is lovely and warm, so can't complain. So, literally the only bit of beach that you're not allowed on with dogs in Wells is this bit down the end here. So when you get to this point, you just go up these stairs next to the lifeguard station, and then you can head into Wells. We're just walking up from the cute little beach huts at Wellsnext-the-Sea, and we're going to head into the town and see what it's got to offer. Hopefully coffee.
If you do the walk the other way round, this is where you'll be starting.
Most random jewel shop ever seen.
So there's a lot of talk about high tide here, and I've just googled it, and it's because high tide comes up really high, as in all the way up to the beach huts.
Dog's off lead, under control. That's all right. Yeah, it says they visit the beach here from their breeding colony at Blakeney. That's where we're going tomorrow.
We're on seal watch.
Right, so we made it to our halfway point. We got to the Wells on the Sea car park, I guess. It's quite cute. There's like a little jewels shop there and a beach cafe. We did decide to walk back to the car and then drive into Wells, because to get to actual Wells town was like an extra 20 minutes, and that's 20 minutes each way. Because we did the beach walk, it took quite a long time, so we've decided to go back. We're going to get the car and then head into Wells. But let me show you what this route is like on the way back, because it's completely different. So on the way back, we're going through the pinewood forests. It's very sort of New Forest vibes. Very pretty, lots of benches, nice and open for the doggies, and they're allowed off the lead, so that's always good. So we've just stopped off for a coffee at Wellsnext-the-Sea. The town looks quite small, but there's a few little like local shops that we've had a look around, and I had a great coffee from Ground behind me. Can't really see it, but it's in there.
Look how cute the little cup is. I'm here for the cup. Next to Ground, there's a cute little shop called Glitter and Mud. They do quite a big dog range actually, but in general they just do really different little knick-knacky bits. I bought a new crochet style Cocoa Pup bag. So over to the left, that's the walkway you would take to get from the car park to Wells Town. Can't lie, Wells Town is not the best. Glad we didn't walk.
So we've just been in Blakeney Estate, Blakeney House I think it's called.
Future me here, just giving you a voiceover on our visit to Blakeney. It's a gorgeous stately home, so it just wasn't appropriate to be vlogging every inch of it. Blakeney has some gorgeous period features. It was lovely to look around. The house itself is not dog friendly, and to be honest, for obvious reasons, because everything is so beautiful and expensive, and you would not want your dog peeing on anything. I am not the biggest history buff, so we didn't spend that long in the house. If you're into history and old stately homes, Blakeney is perfect. I would definitely recommend. For us, it's very much a quick 30-minute look around, soak it all in, and then, you know, we're off. To be honest, we didn't even remember anything about it. But it was beautiful. I'm glad we went in. And to be honest, it gave the boys a bit of a break, because we've had quite a full-on couple of days, so I think they appreciated chilling out in the car. But yeah, it's basically full of beautiful ceilings, gorgeous materials. There are tour guides dotted around as well, so you can ask them any questions. They're very knowledgeable.
Right, so me and Mum have just had a look around. What's it called?
I don't know, I've lost the wheel.
Blakeney? Oh my goodness.
Blink.
Hang on, I'm going to Google it.
Blinkly. So
Me and Mum have just had a look around Blakeney Estate. I don't know why, I'm just really struggling to say that. So Blakeney is 3 paw print rated, which is the National Trust's like dog friendly rating, which means that it's like the most dog friendly out of any of its properties. But the dogs still aren't allowed in the house. So we left the boys in the car for literally half an hour. As you can see, it's an overcast day. It's not too hot or anything. So the boys had a little chill out in the car, and we went into Blakeney Estate. Is that what it's called? Yeah. And then we've just done this walk. Well, we intended to do a walk around the river. It's meant to be a mile long, and it's meant to have lovely views of the house. But we very quickly realised that we are not in the estate. So we're like outside of the grounds. But anyway, it's a nice view of the house. And then behind me, you've got the river. eventually. You can't really see it on camera. So this is where we started the walk, up here. But if you are going to Blakeney, as in if you've got admission, I would check it out, because there is another version of the walk that's actually inside the estate. We've just had a look. We can't work out where it is. I don't know if it's only for people that are going through the house, as in no dogs, because dogs aren't allowed through the house. I don't really know, but yeah, basically if you're looking for the lake walk that is within the estate, don't go up there. So we're basically on the public footpath and we're no longer in the estate. So we don't know what we've done wrong, but the walk has gone wrong basically. We still had a lovely view of the house, as you would have seen, because I've overlaid it, and the lake-ish. But if you guys come with or without your dogs, I think the walk in there is better than the walk that we've just done. But yeah, anyway, we're going to head back to the car now. We are getting hungry. We're going to head to the car and then we're going to head back to our hotel. I don't think I've told you guys yet, we're staying at the Harbour, which is a lovely hotel in North Norfolk. I think it's in Holt. I am doing a separate room tour on that, so if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel to see that one. Yeah, we're off to the hotel, out of breath, to get some dinner. I'll catch you guys in the morning for day 2 of North Norfolk.
But before I sign the vlog off for the day, let me give you a sneak peek into our stay at the Harbour. If you're into food, trust me, you will want to watch this video. I will leave it linked down below and also linked up above, so go and check it out. Good morning, vlog.
So we are currently in Holt. Now, someone at the hotel recommended that we went into Holt. It's quite close to the Harbour, which is where we were staying in Langham. And to be honest, when you look online, Holt doesn't look like much. And actually, if I point my camera like this, it doesn't look like much behind me. But it is full of lots of like hidden little shops and lanes. They call them yards. There's all these little yards, and it's just basically an alleyway, and you walk down and there's a couple of shops. So yeah, it's pretty cute. It's not massive, but there's lots of sort of nicer shops. You've got a couple of Norfolk Natural Living stores, which I love. Go ski.
There are actually 2 Norfolk Natural Living stores in Holt. One is like homeware and the other is a dedicated perfumery, which I really appreciate. I did treat myself to a couple of bits because it would be rude not to.
It's all very aesthetic.
And I think this shop is just so beautiful. It is.
There's lots of like, well, not lots, there's some nice little homey shops. You've got jewels, which we think must come from Norfolk because we've seen jewels everywhere. So yeah, I think if you're staying in the area, particularly if you're staying at the Harbour, it's definitely worth having a browse around Holt. I think realistically you only need like an hour here just to have a little wander, grab a coffee. But yeah, I'll overlay some footage anyway, so I'm sure you guys have seen what it's like, because this background is not doing it justice.
We've come across a lovely dog shop called Woofers and Barkers. A lot of the products are handmade or local, and a lot of it's quite premium.
Sit! They're a bit snatchy.
Well done.
Nicely.
Yeah, nice. Wow. Yeah.
Don't do this.
If you want to stay and be the shop dog for the day.
He's like, yes, please. You can pay me in treats. Come on. Very good Ralph & Co selection.
Yeah, it is.
Princess won't walk, as always. So we've just arrived in our next destination, which is Cley-next-the-Sea. There is free parking at the Cley Village Hall, as you can see behind me. There are also toilets there, which is very handy. Look at this building. How pretty is that? Just chat this side, it looks nicer. So you can do a walk from Cley to Blakeney, which is where we're going next. But we did quite a lot of walking yesterday. So what we're going to do is just stop off at Cley to look at the windmill. which is near to here. Then we're going to get back in the car and we're going to drive to Blakeney, gosh. But yeah, if you're coming for a bit longer and if you fancy a walk, I would definitely recommend parking here and then walking to Blakeney. So we've arrived at the windmill, and this is actually a B&B, a wedding venue. They do events. I think it's like grade 2 listed possibly, but it's been converted, which is really cool. I just wanted to see it for the gram, to be honest. Oh, it's lovely. Here it is, Cley Windmill. And this is Cley Harbour. And then the walk that you do to Blakeney, I'm pretty sure, goes along there. So it's a lovely place to start your walk.
So this is the restaurant and the entrance to the accommodation. And I tell you what, this would be a lovely place to stay, like very iconic. Although I must admit, I have had a look online and the rooms aren't exactly to my taste. Next stop.
We're currently at Moreton Quay. And I think this is where all of the seal trips go from. There you go, you can see one of them over there. The seal trips are dog friendly and they cost £20 for adults. I think they were £10 for children, they're all the same price. Yeah, this is where they go from. So we were looking at one of the seal tours, but it only ran at 2 o'clock today with all of the companies, which I thought was weird until we got here. And now I realise why. It's because it's low tide, so there's no water. So it's currently 12:30 and the seal tour leaves at 2, which is mad because it's pretty dry out there. But yeah, it must just, the tide must just come in pretty quickly. So I would recommend coming here, but I would suggest coming at high tide because I think it would be prettier, because all of this is like marshland and there's all these pretty little bridges, but they're not as pretty when there's no water in them. You can imagine that filled with water would be lovely. So yeah, definitely come back, and I think we'd come back and do a seal tour. So the seal tour goes to what's it called? Blakeney Point, I think it is, which you can walk to, but it's a couple of hours walk. It's quite sort of far out, and I guess also you have to take tide into account.
So the main reason you'd visit Moreston is to enjoy a walk. It is beautiful around here. And there's also a dog-friendly cafe, which is a nice little touch. Speaking of cafe, we've arrived at the Two Magpies in Blakeney, which has been on my list forever.
That sounds nice. Smoked haddock there.
Mum went for the smoked haddock omelette and I had the French toast.
We have a cheeky pug on our hands. What are you up to? Nice hen.
Of course, the boys had a cappuccino before we headed back to the car. To be honest, there's not much in Blakeney apart from the seal trips and the cafe.
So as you've just seen, we've been to Blakeney for a spot of lunch. We went to the Two Magpies cafe. It's basically a small chain around here, so there's a few Two Magpies across Norfolk and Suffolk, I think. And yeah, the cakes are just really good, great pastry, coffee was very good. I had French toast and Mum had something like smoked haddock with cheese on sourdough. Sounds weird, but it tasted delicious. So yes, that is the end of our North Norfolk adventure. Thanks so much for coming along with us, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the algorithm. Give me a subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified of all future videos. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.
Don't be afraid, won't let you fall, girl.